Yo, what is up? Z Karma here, back with another Cyberpunk video. The depth of this game is amazing. There are so many features that I'm sure we all have yet to master. I've recently done a breakdown of the crafting feature and the attributes and skills. Feel free to check those out if you haven't already, they'll be linked in the pinned comment below. Today we're going to be breaking down everything there is to know about hacking in Cyberpunk 2077. This will be an in-depth guide that aims at answering any questions you might have. We will be talking about the Cyberdeck, quick hacks, device hacks, RAM, skill trees. I will cover everything about hacking. So before I get into this one, if you found it informative or helpful in any way, a like rating is appreciated, and if you want to sub for more content, that will be great as well. So to start off the video, in order to hack, you do need, in your cyberware, you do need to have the operating system as a cyberdeck. You can get these by going to Ripper Doctors. Those Ripper Doctors will provide you with the cyberdecks. And as you see, mine has 10 RAM, 8 buffer size, and 6 slots. So for the RAM, you can look at it as the currency. Each quick hack and device hack costs a certain amount of RAM. The more powerful the hack, the more RAM it will consume. The buffer size is basically used for the breach protocol minigame that comes up when hacking enemy terminals or when you start a breach protocol, and the slots is going to be the amount of quick hacks that you can equip. There are a lot of quick hacks. I believe there are about 17 now. These quick hacks that you put into these slots are used on actual enemies. They're anti-personnel quick hacks. And there's also device quick hacks, which we'll touch on in a bit. So let me quickly show you a few that I have. I have an epic memory wipe, which says it causes the target to exit the combat state, and the quick hack also affects the target's entire squad. So these have different rarities, and depending on the rarity, it'll have more little perks. So for example, the other one, the blue memory wipe, does not have the bullet point which says that it affects the target's entire squad. So this one's actually pretty good. We also have things like ping. It reveals enemies and devices connected to the local network. And as you can see down there, you can see the RAM cost as well. Over here, this one costs 5 RAM, this one 1, this one 6. This one's cripple movement, disables the target's ability to move from their current position. So now moving on, if you notice, my cyberdeck has 4 bullet points depending on the cyberdeck you have. So this one's legendary, so it has a lot of nice things. The first one, every single cyberdeck has. And then it has these. Increases the time it takes for an enemy netrunner to hack you by 100%. Increases the quick hack spread distance by 60%. There are certain quick hacks that will spread to enemies. Well, this will just increase that distance. It also increases the cyberdeck RAM recovery rate by 6 units per 60 seconds. There are several different stats that they can come with, so make sure to read them when choosing which one to buy. Then under that, you can see the device hacks. These are pre-applied to the cyberdeck itself, and they are all the hacks that are done on devices. So let me show you real quick. So that's the device right there, that camera. You see I have reach protocol, ping, friendly mode, camera control, turn off, and distract enemies. Most of these are self-explanatory, but you can actually read the description if you don't know what they do. For example, friendly mode overrides a target's recognition module, causing you to be perceived as an ally and authorized holder. Turrets and cameras treat your enemies as their enemies and assist in combat whether you are in combat or stealth. So if you see a turret, you can activate friendly mode and they will start shooting the enemies. Pretty cool. If you have a legendary cyberdeck like I do, you can actually take control of turrets and kill enemies like that. So it doesn't matter what legendary cyberdeck you choose, they all have all the device hacks listed. Anything you use to control the environment is a device hack. So rest assured, as long as you have the legendary cyberdeck, you are in full control of your surroundings. Now remember that that's not the case with the anti-personnel quick hacks. For those, you have 6 slots and you have to choose between all the ones that are available. You can also unlock more of these by crafting them if you have any unlocked. So really quickly, let me show you the quick hacking tree. Hacker's Manual unlocks crafting specs for uncommon quick hacks. Hacker's Overlord unlocks crafting specs for epic quick hacks. And Bartmoss's Legacy unlocks crafting specs for legendary quick hacks. Now before we move on to the skill trees in the intelligence attribute, which of course have everything to do with hacking, I first want to mention things that will increase your RAM. So our base RAM in our Cyberdeck, we already saw it, it's 10. And if you notice, when I scan, it actually shows that I have at the very top, it says Cyberdeck RAM 16 out of 16. So I have 16 RAM. That is because every level of intelligence increases my Cyberdeck RAM capacity by 4%. My current attribute level is 12. That is a 48% increase. And then I also have this frontal cortex mod equipped. X disk increases your Cyberdeck's max RAM units by 1, which ends up giving me those 16 RAM that I have at the start. Now, there are a couple more ways to increase your total RAM, and that is by our skill progression in the Breach Protocol and Quickhacking trees. So let's go over there, Breach Protocol and Quickhacking. So here are the skill progression. In the Breach Protocol progression, we get +1 RAM at levels 8 and 13. In the Quickhacking progression, we get +1 at levels 5, 10, and 15. That is a total of 5 extra RAM between both progressions. So if you want to maximize your RAM, as long as you get 15 points into intelligence and get both progression levels to the levels I mentioned, you can get the most RAM possible. And obviously getting the legendary Cyberdeck and that frontal cortex that I showed you. Now let's mention a few skills and mods that don't increase your max RAM, but affect RAM in some way. So first, in the frontal cortex, I also have this RAM manager. When your Cyberdeck RAM reaches 2, I instantly get 20% of my RAM. Then we also have Memory Boost, which says defeating an enemy instantly recovers 3 Cyberdeck RAM units. And now for the skills that affect RAM, in the Breach Protocol tree, we have Total Recall. It says the Ice Pick Demon reduces all Quickhack costs by an additional 1 RAM units. We'll talk about that Ice Pick Demon in a second. Then this one over here reduces it by an additional 1. Cloud Cache will reduce the RAM cost of your next Quickhack whenever you complete a Breach Protocol. And Efficiency says uploading 3 or more demons in the same Breach Protocol increases Cyberdeck RAM recovery rate by 3 units per 60 seconds. And I'll be talking more about it whenever we touch on demons. Then in the Quickhacking tree, we have Biosynergy, which allows RAM to recover during combat. This is awesome because beforehand, you couldn't recover during combat, so just put points in here and it'll make your life so much easier. And at max, it recovers 12 RAM units every 60 seconds. Then we have Weak Link. It reduces the required Cyberdeck RAM for quick hacks used on devices by 1 units. Forget Me Not. Whenever you eliminate a target that's being affected by a quick hack, you recover 1 RAM unit. Mnemonic will reduce the cost of quick hacks used against an enemy already affected by quick hacks by 2 RAM units. So if you have an enemy that you blinded with one of your quick hacks and then you apply a different one, that second one's cost is going to be 2 RAM units cheaper. And then Anamnesis, available Cyberdeck RAM cannot drop below 2 units. So anyways, those were all the skills and cyberware mods that have some effect on your RAM. If you have any questions, make sure to let me know. Now let's talk about the Breach Protocol tree. When doing a Breach Protocol on one of the access points, it's super simple. It's basically data mining. You go into a little minigame that will award you with quick hack components, money, and a small chance to get a quick hack. Well, here in the Breach Protocol tree, you have ways to increase the amount of Euro dollars you get, the amount of components you get, and the chances to acquire the quick hacks from the access points. Now let's talk about the other Breach Protocol, the one that involves the demons. So let me show you for example. I'm going to go ahead and hack this camera. We're going to do the Breach Protocol. As you can see, we have the minigame and we have Ice Pick. This one's available for everyone. Then we have Camera Shutdown, Turret Shutdown, and Mass Vulnerability. This one is automatically unlocked by hacking. Then these 3 are unlocked with the skill tree. I'll show you how to do them in a second. And you won't always see them. Like if there wasn't any turrets in this area, I don't think this one would appear. Just so you know. And now of course you notice that I had more demons. That's because you can unlock them with this tree. One of them was Big Sleep. You saw it there. Turns off all cameras. With 2 points, it'll disable them for 6 minutes. You also saw the Turret Shutdown. And then you also saw the Mass Vulnerability Demon. This one reduces the physical resistance of all enemies in the network by 30% for 6 minutes. And then this one actually has little bonuses. It has mass vulnerability resistances. It upgrades it a little more, and it also has this one. It upgrades it even more. So it makes it more effective, these two. And then you can unlock one more that I still haven't gotten. This is another demon. Unlocks the Turret Tamer Demon, which sets the status on every turret in the network friendly for 3 minutes. If you recall correctly, whenever you hack something, so let me hack the camera again, and then there's friendly mode, it overrides the target's recognition module, making it so it attacks the enemies whether you are in combat or in stealth. So even if you're not fighting enemies, those turrets will shoot at your enemies, which is pretty cool. Well, this one will do it without costing you any RAM as long as you're able to do that hacking minigame, which is really awesome. And now with all those demons in place, it gives you the option to go for skills like efficiency. Uploading 3 or more demons in the same breach protocol increases Cyberdeck RAM recovery rate by 3 units per 60 seconds. So if you have all those demons unlocked, you might as well get efficiency, gives you a little bit more RAM recovery. And now very quickly before we end the video, let's talk about the quick hacking tree a little bit. This one is all about your quick hacks. So for example, here you have subliminal message. Quick hacks deal 50% more damage to unaware targets. So if the enemy is not in a combat state, doesn't know that you're there, this will increase the damage to them. You also have things like plague. The quick hacks that actually spread can jump to 1 additional target. And then this one works well with this one as well. Diffusion, quick hacks spread distance is increased by 2 times. And then one of my favorites over here, critical error. Quick hacks can now deal crits based on the crit chance or crit damage stats. This is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, just take a look at this tree, mess with it. It's all about those quick hacks. So anyways, I have covered everything there is to know about hacking. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'll answer them. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, a like rating is appreciated. And if you want to sub for more, that will be awesome as well. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.